In a normal campaign, by any standard, her lead would be such that, somebody might have decided to drop their campaign. In terms of the popular vote, she's got an extraordinary lead of 3 million votes in terms of the pledged delegate count.
See how he does it? My question was, does Hillary believe in socialism?
Well,
can you just answer that? I see how good you are, and you're smiling at me now. This is why I said you had a huge future.
I'm trying to smile more.
For me, with Hillary, I think I could have knocked Bernie Sanders out very early.
But she has a huge lead, Joe. That's my point.
But she's still dealing with this guy. But he's a socialist. Why can't young people learn that socialism is shared misery? It's been tried historically in Venezuela. It's been tried in other places. It's awful. And she's unable to say. Debbie Wasserman Schultz couldn't describe the difference between a Democrat and a socialist.
She's got such a significant lead, but we are totally fine with having him remain in the race. This is not a matter where we'd be seeking to push him out.
You're eventually going to tell me whether she believes in socialism.
He's doing a good thing in terms of bringing more people into the process. There's a lot of, I'll admit that there's a lot of independent voters that would probably be sitting out the Democratic primary, but for the fact that he's in the race.
Have you heard her reject socialism as an economic model ever?
I've heard her make the case that there was a debate where she stood up on the stage and she said that she supports free market capitalism. So, yes.
Okay, so she has. See, I don't think she's done it.
I think that she thinks that, free market capitalism is prone to excesses, just the same. And she has proposals and plans to make sure that the economy works for everyone. But yes, we believe in the system that we have here in the good old U.S. of A. I think that we encounter a lot of false equivalence in terms of equating Donald Trump's numbers with hers. First of all, his are appreciably worse. And rightfully so. He's gone around and earned those numbers the hard way, meaning he's gone around and offended huge swaths of the electorate. Her numbers are what they are, we believe, in large part because of the fact that she's been the target of an unprecedented level of spending, even during the Democratic primary. She was not just taking attacks from Bernie Sanders and Martin O'Malley when he was in the race, but we had 17 Republicans that were essentially running against each other by talking about how tough they'd be on Hillary Clinton.
And against him as well, of course.
So in terms of the next 5 months, the work that we have to do, we just have to convince people that everything that the Republicans have been saying about her is untrue. Donald Trump has to unwind or take back things that he has said himself, and there's been no evidence that he intends to do that. In fact, he's doubling down and made a racist comment yesterday attacking the federal judge that's overseeing the Trump University case. On the trade issue, look, I think that she has said that she has acknowledged that when she was Secretary of State, she had hoped to be able to support the deal. She wasn't against it existentially or philosophically, but she didn't think that the particulars in the way that they came out met her tests. But I think that she recognizes and has said frequently that we're 5% of the world's population. We need to take advantage of the rest of the world's markets. And so I think she's actually taken a very common sense, middle of the road approach to the fact that we need to grow the economy.
You think that she will govern, if she's elected, in terms of the private sector, friendlier to the private sector than Barack Obama, or closer to Bernie Sanders in terms of the approach to the private sector?
Look, I'm not going to make a comparison in that vein. I think that she wants to
take an approach to unleashing. According to you, Brian, that's a lot of terrible questions. They're either false narratives or you're so good. This is what I'm talking about. So you don't have to answer any of them because they're all flawed from the start.
I'll tell you what she stands for, which I think is that she does want to continue to try to crack down on things like corporate inversions. We still have to announce the details.
You know how to crack down on corporate inversions, right? You lower the corporate tax rate. That's all she'd have to say. She's a smart woman who knows about the private sector. I don't fault her for talking to Goldman Sachs and saying, I don't know what she said. Maybe she said, you guys really do a great job for capital formation in this country. Maybe she said
the same things that she'd say if she came on and was interviewing.
Well, maybe, but.
Hey, CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.